Crusaders. Welcome to the Red and Gold Show. I'm Lucy Williamson.
And I'm Emily Gonzalez, bringing you the news from the 007 studio.
It's Easter weekend, Crusaders. Any after-school athletic practices should end by 5:30 this evening, and there will be no activities before or after school tomorrow. We will hold a Good Friday prayer service in the gym at 9:45 a.m. We'll be on a special schedule tomorrow, so here's a final look. We'll go to the gym with our second period classes and sit where your teacher normally sits for when. Please note that we won't serve lunch tomorrow, and we'll dismiss at noon. Let's prepare our hearts and minds to honor Jesus' death and resurrection this weekend.
Prom will be held May 7th. This year's theme is Alice in Wonderland. Tickets cost $60, and next week is the final week for sales. Stuco must report our numbers to the Columbia Club, so if you need another week to pay, that's okay. But make sure you reserve a ticket with Mrs. Zay before the deadline. You may purchase tickets before or after school in room 204 with cash or checks, or you can visit the Spirit Shop to pay by credit card in person or online. Now to Teddy for today's Crusader Clubs.
Thanks, Emily. The archery team will meet today after school in the cafeteria. The Creative Writing Club will meet Tuesday after school in the library. April is National Poetry Month, so the club will focus on poetry. All are welcome to attend. That's it for today's clubs. Back to Lucy and Emily for more news.
Thanks, Teddy. Now it's time to see what happened on this day in history. On this day in 1828, Noah Webster published an American Dictionary of the English Language. His work was hugely influential, and Webster's dictionaries became commonplace in homes, schools, and libraries around the country. On this day in 1865, U.S. President Abraham Lincoln was shot while attending a production at Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C. He died the next morning. His assassination came just after the effective end of the Civil War. On this day in 1912, the Titanic struck an iceberg in the North Atlantic Ocean. The accident happened around 11:40 p.m. Around 2:20 a.m. on April 15th, the ship sank. More than 1,500 people died, while 705 survived.
My favorite book is the Webster Dictionary.
Can you define lame?
Now let's get some wisdom from the Bible with our verse of the day. In Romans chapter 3, verses 23 and 24, Paul wrote, "For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God, and are justified freely by his grace through the redemption that came by Christ Jesus." That's right, Crusaders. None of us can get to heaven on our own merit. That's why Jesus died on the cross. He lived without sin but took our place of shame on the cross so that we could receive his reward and be with him as brothers and sisters in heaven. Now let's head over to Marcus for today's Crusader Sports.
Thanks, Emily. All sports events were canceled last night because of the weather. There are no sports events tonight or tomorrow because it's Holy Week. On Saturday, the softball team will play at Greenwood Community at 10 a.m. The baseball teams will play at Park Tudor with varsity starting at 10 a.m. and JV playing at noon. On Monday, the varsity baseball team will host Greenwood Christian Academy at 5:30 p.m. Good luck, Crusaders. That's it for today's sports. Back to Lucy and Emily for more news.
Thanks, Marcus. Now for our lunch menu for the next couple of days. Tomorrow, we won't have lunch because of early dismissal. On Monday, we don't have school because it's Easter Monday. On Tuesday, we'll have barbecue pulled pork with corn. On Wednesday, it'll be chicken penne with broccoli and garlic toast. Please remember that all menu items are subject to change based on availability. Now to Heather for a look at our weather.
Thanks, Lucy. Today we're looking at a high of 59 degrees with a low of 38. It'll be partly sunny and breezy in the afternoon. Tomorrow will be nice with a high of 65 degrees and partly sunny skies. Our 3-day weekend will be cooler with a highs in the low to mid 50s. We should see more sun every day. Now back to Lucy and Emily for more news.
Now let's see who is celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday. You didn't think we could really stop there, did you? Nope, it's time for this week's Time with Trey.
Welcome to Time with Trey.
We so wanted to get Mr. Spannon on there in his bunny suit, but unfortunately, he doesn't have it anymore. Our subscriber challenge continues, Crusaders. We will apply another staff member when we reach 432. As of this morning, we only have 424, so we only need 8 more. We really want to hit 450 by the end of the year so we can host our spicy food challenge. Keep the subscriptions coming. That's it for today's news. Stay classy,
Give that little extra.
and subscribe to our channel. And happy Easter from the Red and Gold Show.